Welcome to another video from Dash Moreau. And this video is intended as an introduction to level 4 missioning within EVE Online. It's not something that you just jump into. You might not, depending on how long you've played the game, you might not have the right skills, you have the right ships and the right standings and all that stuff. And that's something that I wanted to touch upon in this first video as a level 4 intro. So first things first, you wanna do level 4 missioning. And when I say level 4 missioning, I mean security missions. All other level 4 missions like distribution, mining, um, and some of the others that might be there is not worthwhile. It can be fun, so no doubt about it. If you're all into mining and just don't want to go out to asteroid fields or something else all the time and want to mix it up with some mining missions, that can be good fun. But if you're looking to make ISK in the game, then security mission level 4 is one way to go. The other level 4 mission types are just not worth it for that. But in order to do level 4 missions, you need to have standings. So when I say standings, you need to have a 5.0 standing with either a one of the 4 factions, such as Gallente, or 5.0 standing with a corporation or with a specific agent in order to do this. So the first thing in getting into level 4 missioning is to decide what corporation do I want to do the security missions for. And that's totally up to you how you want to select it. You can look at the different corporations' loyalty stores and see what kind of modules they have. If there are some that you find interesting or you want to trade, and select a corporation like that. Or if you're just looking to do level 4, just for doing level 4, you can pick any corporation. So the way I did it was I decided which modules I wanted to trade, and then I went out and found a corporation that had that. And then I searched for security missions for that corporation, because it's the individual agent that gives you a security mission. So you can't just go to that agent and grind your standings up. So you have to grind the standings up with the corporation. So finding the highest level of security missions you can do for that corporation, then start doing it with them. It's kind of a grind, but it's not too bad to get the standings up to 5.0. So if you need to, start with level 1 missions, go on to level 2 when you have enough standing, then do level 3 when you can do that, and then ending up being able to do level 4 missions. So I would grind up a little bit more than 5.0, because if you do need to take a standings hit because of a mission you really want to decline, and you don't want to wait the 4 hours before you can decline it with no standing loss, it's nice to have a little bit of a buffer. But of course, if you need to decline and you go below the required standing, go back and do a couple of level 3 missions, and it'll usually just quickly get up so that you can do level 4 missions again. So that's the first part of it. So just to have a look at my standings here in this station with my agents. So I have only a 2.85 standing with Galente at the moment, but with the corporations I have more than 5, and also with the agent itself I have more than 5. So that's why his missions are available. And this particular station, I actually have 2 level 3 security agents also. So in case I do go below the 5.0 standing, I have the agents readily available there to just grind it up. So that's no problem. So when you have the standing that you need, the next thing is getting the right ships. Level 4 missions can be quite specialized in how they need to be completed. There is the concept of blitzing level 4 missions. Blitzing means only doing the missions that are quickly completed. And then any mission that is not quick, you just decline it. Of course, that you need to have a good buffer in your standings to be able to decline multiple missions in a row and not get below the 5.0 standing. So sometimes you're just forced to doing some missions. Some mission grinding to just get your standing up again. So you might need to have different ships. I have a few different ships here. So my main one for blitzing is this Mercurial. Really nice ship in my opinion. The fitting is pretty blinged out on this. I won't go into details, but you do see that the fitting for this is 1.2 billion to get into this, along with, of course, all the skill requirements for both the ships and the modules that are here. So this is the main one for doing blitzing. I also have a Dominix. I call it my sniper Dominix. So that's really good for grinding. For grinding level 4 missions. Some of the blitzing ones, a few of them, might also need it, but it's mainly for grinding. If we look at the fit for that one, it's 657 million to get into that one. And then for some of them, you just need a fast ship. So you can do an interceptor or anything else. I had an Astero, so I just used my Astero. So the only thing is it needs to do at least 2,000 meters per second on afterburner. Or not afterburner, on micro warp drive. So it just needs to be fast. That's all, because then you can get to the objective, for instance, looting a can and getting out before the rats can target and hit you. So that's just the main point of that ship. So that can be any fast ship. There are also some other specialized level 4 missions that are also called burner missions. There are 3 types. So there is a base burner mission, there's an agent burner mission, and there are team burner missions, which have different requirements. The base ones are really insane. So I don't have any any ships to do that at the moment, so I always skip them. Then there are 4 or 5 agent burner missions, which is going up against one other ship, but they are also really hard and need specialized ships and tactics to solve. Currently, I only have a ship to do one, and that's this. It's called Bernard Dramiel. It's not a Dramiel. It's a Daredevil. But the reason I call it Bernard Dramiel is that it can take down the Dramiel ship in one of the Burner Agent missions. So that's another 400 million for that ship. And then there's the team burner missions, which also need a specialized ship. But there are 4 different ones there. But this ship can do all 4 of them on this fit. So again, another 500 million for that one, but it can take all 4 types of burner missions for that. That was just a little bit about the ships and kind of showing also the fits that I use for this. So the investment in this is quite big. Of course, you don't need all these ships, but then you have more missions that you need to decline. So that's the downside of it. So the burner ships, you don't need them. The burner missions are the ones that give you the most payout, but they also need these specialized ships. Whereas every other mission with the Macarial or with the Dominix, you can do almost all of them, and then just have any fast ship, which doesn't need to cost anything. You don't need any modules other than a micro warp drive, and just get fast in and out. So with that, you could be good to go. But the Macarial, which is the main ship that I use, that is the most expensive one with a 1.5 billion or 1.2 billion ISK cost to it, including the skills. And with skills, get them as high as you can, at least level 3 for most of the modules. You need to get to level 4 and 5 on these ones, so that you have the ability to do these things as safely and quickly as possible. And it's, of course, it's not just the skill for the ship; it's also the skill for the modules that you have. So getting all that up can also take quite some time, unless you have most of the skills up front. But like anything in Eve, it's an investment, and it'll pay itself back after some time. Everybody talks ISK per hour, so ISK per hour for level 4 missioning is quite good. I don't have an exact number for the ISK per hour. I don't do that. I just play, and then I make some ISK, and of course it depends on how long you play. If I play regularly for a few hours, more or less every day, I can make on the good side of 2 billion ISK out of just this character doing level 4 missioning. So it's quite lucrative. The reason I like doing level 4 missions is because it's not just doing the exact same thing over and over. Mining is a grind. You get in either an ice field, or ice mining is the most lucrative mining stuff. But you just put your ships in there and then you mine senselessly. With missions, it's you need to just think about it. So each mission is different. Of course, it's many of the same missions, but it's not the same mission over and over and over again. So there is um, kind of a variance to what you do. So it's not just the same grind all over again, over and over and over. So that's why I kind of like it, and it pays for the game with being able to flex from the income of this. So that's the reason I like it. Um, I think that covers what is basically needed to get into level 4 missioning. You can Google a lot of it and get more details somewhere else on the fits needed and all other kind of stuff. But this is just my introduction to getting into to level 4 missioning. So my subsequent videos, I might do some longer ones, just recording a session doing several missions in a row. But my intent is also to just have a single one video showing one mission, so that if you get a mission and you don't want to read on it but just want to see how it's done, you should be able to find that mission on my channel and see how I completed it. Now the missions are different compared to what part of each space you're in. So in Galente, it does have many of the same missions as in other areas, but there are also specific level 4 missions to Galente that are not in Caldari space, etc. So there might be a little bit of difference there, but the bulk of it is the exact same missions. So I hope you enjoyed this video and will enjoy the following videos that I put onto my channel. If you do like it, please do subscribe to my channel. Let others know that there's a good source of material here. Maybe not for learning level 4 missions, but also just for entertainment. So with that, I'll leave you on this video and take care and fly safe.